Hi, this is Heather K. Margolis of Channel Maven Consulting, and welcome to Channel Maven TV. Today we're going to be talking to Matt Wilson, VP of Channels of Collage EX. Before we get started though, if you are following us on Twitter, don't forget our hashtag CMCtv. Matt, thank you so much for joining.
Thanks. Glad to be here.
Great. So we wanted to talk to you today because you are doing something interesting at Collage EX. First, tell us a little bit about Collage EX. What does Collage EX do?
Collage EX is a data center company. We have 21 data centers across North America. Great. We're really focused on providing space, power, and cross connects for our clients. We're really focused on providing a network neutral environment. Typically we have anywhere from 50 to 150 network options in all of our buildings. And about 7 months ago, the senior management team at Collage EX really wanted to grow our channel sales, and that's why I decided to join the company.
Great. So what does a typical solution provider look like?
We're seeing all sorts of different providers, anywhere from the traditional hardware VAR, or traditional software VAR, managed service providers, traditional telecom agents are really interested in the data center space.
Great. So coming from an enterprise channel and going to Collage EX that didn't really have a channel program, how did you get started? What's the first thing you do?
That's a great question. At first when I got there, I had to assess what pieces of the channel were in place. And there were various things that were in place. And after assessing those things, came up with a strategy and reviewed that strategy with the senior management team, and they approved that. And then really been in the process of building the channel. From my previous experience at different carriers, I've definitely learned the channel is the channel.
Right.
There are a lot of things I'm sure that you see that are keys that you have to do, from partner recruiting to enablement to engagement. Being in the data center space, it's a little different, but using all those same tactics to recruit partners, make them aware through some of our social media activities, through live events, just a lot of the traditional blocking and tackling that has to happen in the channel. We're really in the process of doing that now. Right,
so you're talking to partners, finding out what works and what doesn't, figuring out structure and all of that. What are sort of the next steps? What are steps 3, 4, and 5 that you're thinking about going forward?
What we see is really the value prop and how we differentiate ourselves. In this space, some of our competitors start to get into providing services that our partners are really trying to provide. So being able to communicate with partners how we fit in with their business model, with all the changes going on with the cloud and various business model transformations that are occurring, partners are really vetting vendors that they want to work with to ensure they're not going to compete with them, and they want to understand how they can collaborate with them. So we're really working on programs to educate them on here's where we fit in, and here's actually we bolt on to the solutions they're trying to build. Because one trend we're definitely seeing is end users are wanting partners to do a lot more, and I'm sure you're seeing that as well. And so they want them to sell data center space, sell networks, sell hardware, sell software, sell a lot of different things. And so we're building education programs and doing live events and social media things to really educate them on our benefit of how we fit in with their solution and how we don't compete with them and how we can help them make more revenue and more dollars by complementing what they do.
That's what it comes down to, your value proposition to the partner and helping to build their business. So that's great to see. So you are putting together your partner value proposition, and then we see a lot of partner enablement. So enabling partners to use social media, enabling them to do marketing, and also keeping in touch with partners that way as well. What do you see as far as you bring the program forward that you are putting in place to be able to do that better?
Yeah, so one thing we're doing is absolutely educating them on the value of social media, and our marketing department does a great job of publishing weekly snippets and posts that they can reuse and recycle and to continue to drive their own social media. We spend time educating that you just can't have a LinkedIn page or a Twitter feed and post once a month or once every quarter. And so what we see is in talking with partners out in the field, sometimes they struggle with content. And so if we can provide some of that and they can occasionally make one of our posts and simply copy and paste it to their feed, we try to make their lives easier that way. I'm sure you see some of that as well.
Absolutely, and partners today are, if you said social media to a partner 5 years ago, they would have said, oh, it's a trend, that's not really happening. When you talk to them about it today, they are really moving forward and using it to gain traction with their customers. So it's great that you're using it to also enable your relationship with your partners as well.
Yeah, we've absolutely seen the best-in-class partners use social media to drive attendance and awareness about live events, different programs, webinars, key pieces of news, and actually get leads out of that and opportunities out of it.
Great. And as you move the program forward, you'll be talking about resources on social, and you'll be talking about all the different programs within your program that partners can take advantage of.
Absolutely.
Great. Matt, thank you so much for joining, and thank all of you for tuning in for Channel Maven TV. Again, don't hesitate to reach out if you would like to be a guest. We'd love to have you. My email address is heather@channelmavenconsulting.com. You can also reach me on Twitter, and don't forget to follow Matt on Twitter as well.